Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'll be doing your money, wealth, finances, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of March 2020. Before I get started, I do just want to thank all of you for your well wishes and your positive messages when I was recovering from an illness. I just want to say thank you so much for thinking of me, and your loving energy and support really meant a lot as I was going through my healing and recovery process. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Trip and Wait Tarot deck. For clarifiers, I will use my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then Pisces, I'm going to close out your reading with a oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each month, and I would love to share your money message with you. Also, you may notice that I read what are called jumper cards. And what that means is sometimes you will see cards literally flying out of the deck, or sometimes as I shuffle, cards will flip over. And I choose to read those cards because I believe they are trying to communicate something specific. So I do pay attention to those. So let's go ahead and get started, Pisces. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2020. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? All right, what do we need to know for Pisces as we move into March 2020 as it relates to their money, their finances, their wealth, their prosperity, and abundance? I'm feeling like I need one more card. There we go. So let me make sure nothing is cut off here. All right, Pisces, as we move into that first week of March, you're going to be going through a period of almost like, I want to say, information overload, almost like awakening overload, feeling like you just have so much coming at you at once, and it's a little overwhelming, but not really. And I say that because you have been on this journey and on this path of really seeking and searching for answers, for information, and maybe even a little bit of enlightenment. And you're finally starting to get some of the answers that you've been looking for. However, they're coming at you rather quickly, or they're coming at you in very powerful ways. And you're feeling a little, I don't know if unsettled is the word, but you're feeling like, okay, I've got all of this information coming. What do I do with it now? And I'm seeing that as we move into, like I said, the first week of March. We have the Three of Pentacles reverse. We've got the Guru, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords reverse. And then we have the Four of Pentacles and Judgment in reverse. Now, the reason why I say this is because we have the Guru showing up and we have Judgment showing up. Usually when people are on a path of seeking information, enlightenment, some type of awareness, some type of feedback, usually those are the two cards that will show up in a reading. And because you've got both of these cards here showing up right away, that tells me that you've probably been searching for something and you're starting to realize what it is that you've been looking for. You're starting to experience some of the answers that you have been searching for. And maybe, the answers may not be exactly what you had hoped, or maybe exactly what you had planned. But at the same time, it's still powerful information that's allowing you to make some decisions that you need to make at this point in your life. So we have the Three of Pentacles here in the reverse, and this tells me that you've really taken kind of a solo approach as it relates to your work and your career, maybe your business. You know, not that you don't necessarily want to partner with other people, but you're feeling like right now you need to do this alone. You need to really not be so distracted by the input or maybe the interference of other people. Again, we have the Guru here, which tells me you are on the path of enlightenment, you are searching, you are seeking, and you are starting to get some feedback. You're starting to get some answers. And they're coming from a variety of sources, you know. It could be certain people, it could be certain situations, it could be certain places that you go to and you start to kind of tap into something that's a little bit deeper than what you can just see with your eyes. It's all about what you're feeling and the true deep down spiritual experience. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords here. This tells me that you probably went through a major disappointment and you're starting to kind of feel the after effects of that, or you will be feeling the after effects of that disappointment as we move into the beginning of March. Now, this is actually a very good card when it's in the reverse position, because that means pretty much the worst is over. You know, you've kind of dealt with the pain, you've kind of accepted the reality of what is, and now you are moving forward. You are, you know, just kind of taking it one day at a time, and you're just staying positive and focusing on the future instead of, you know, worrying about what happened in the past. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a positive card. However, when it shows up in the reverse position, it's just to a lesser degree. So, you know, things are definitely turning and shifting in your favor. It's just happening a little bit slower than what you had anticipated. But don't worry, things are going to start coming around and start moving towards you in the way that you had hoped. Now we also have the Four of Pentacles upright. Now, when this is something to think about as it relates to your money, sometimes it may not necessarily be an accurate perception. So you may feel like right now you really need to hold on to your finances. You really need to be a little bit more discerning when it comes to your spending, budgeting, savings, investing, all that type of stuff. So you're going to be feeling that. Now, is this feeling something, you know, coming from within, or are there circumstances and people around you kind of influencing you to feel that way? Whatever the case may be, just trust your own inner guidance on this. And if you do feel like you need to take a step back from your spending, or if you need to get tighter on your budget, you are going to have the desire to do that, and you are going to feel like the timing is good to be doing that right now. Now we also have the Judgment card in the reverse position. Now the Judgment card, like I said, sometimes when we're seeking answers, the Judgment card will show up. Also when we're going on a new path, and this could be work related, business related, you know, finances, career related too. But you're really kind of going in a new direction. However, you're just not sure if the timing is right, if this is something you need to do right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. You know, there's not a lot of clarity right now. But as I look at this whole entire row of cards and what's going on with you at the beginning of March, I'm going to say that, excuse me, what you need to do is just kind of be patient and see what unfolds as the month progresses, because you don't have to feel pressured to make any type of decisions, and you also don't have to worry that you're going to be making the wrong decision, or that, you're going to miss out on something. The Judgment card in reverse is all about really just kind of taking a step back and being an observer. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2020? What do we need to know for the sign? I think this was this way. Well, we're just going to go with it because that feels right. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2020? All right, Pisces. So you definitely are going to be in a position where you're going to be able to call the shots. And I say that because this King of Wands here, and then we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, all in the upright. And then we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So remember, this is the wish card here. But when he shows up in the reverse position, it means that, you know what, you are going to be in a position to get what you want. However, you may not get it in the way that you had hoped or dreamed or planned. But you are going to be, like I said, in a position to where you are going to be able to make a decision that benefits you. And other people are going to start seeing that, and they're going to start recognizing that. And you're going to start to get that positive feedback that you have been searching for, or that you have been really seeking as far as your professional growth, or maybe your business growth, or maybe your career advancement. The good thing is that we see the Eight of Cups here, and because this is in the reverse position, it tells me that you're having second thoughts about leaving something. You know, maybe you had planned to quit a job, maybe you had planned to end a business partnership, maybe you had planned to dissolve, you know, a business of some sort, but you're starting to have second thoughts about that. And you know what, that actually may be a good thing. Maybe you can revisit and reevaluate something and really see, do I want to end this, or do I want to walk away? Because things are starting to shift and things are starting to move in that second week of March. That's going to give you more power, more control, and more leverage as it relates to professional dealings, especially as it relates to your money. So don't be so quick to walk away from something. You know, maybe if you can be patient just a little bit longer, you might see that things play out for your benefit, and that you not only profit from it financially, but you may profit from it personally as well. Now I see the King of Wands here, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, all in the upright position. The King of Wands here, like I said, he's somebody who's really a take charge, in control type of energy. And that's what's really kind of striking me for you, Pisces, for the month of March, is that you are going to be in a position to basically call the shots, direct, you know, the project, really manage something that's going to really work out and kind of blossom into something very, very successful. We have the Page of Swords here. This is all about some information that's probably going to either be cut away, or information that you're going to use to kind of eliminate some distractions that are going on for you. Now we also have the Queen of Pentacles. She's a very smart, studious person as it relates to money. So I'm getting the sense for you, Pisces, is that you are going to be making some financial decisions, and you're going to be making some big financial decisions as we move towards the middle of March. Excuse me. Now, the good thing is that when she shows up, that also means that there is money that's coming to you that needs to be told where to go. I don't know if you are familiar with Dave Ramsey and how he talks about every dollar needs to have a purpose. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who dictates the purpose of her own financial life and her own financial future. And so you really are going to be doing that. You're going to be taking charge of your money, Pisces. And it's very exciting because you know, you're really going to feel in control, and you're really going to feel secure as far as your finances go. You're going to be making some big decisions, and you really are going to have the time and the knowledge and the ability to do so. All right, but let's go ahead and clarify and see what else is happening for you, Pisces, in the month of March 2020. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2020? And this card flipped over. Okay. So what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? I want one more card for Pisces, please. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? All right, Pisces. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here, one of my favorite cards in the deck. We've got the Fool upright, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse, as well as the Devil card in reverse. All right, Pisces, so you're going to be going through some emotional challenges. Also, you know what? Your beliefs are going to be challenged as we move into the second half of March. And I say that because this Eight of Swords and the Devil card here. But let's go ahead and start with the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, you're going to be in a position to make some big decisions as it relates to money, your financial future. And the Nine of Pentacles just basically reconfirms that, because this is a card all about really enjoying the fruits of your labor, really enjoying some of the decisions that you've made in the past, and you are benefiting from that. You will start to notice that your money is just, it's almost like you get comfortable with the energy of money. And that's something that you may not have fully embraced in the past, but now you're feeling really confident about that. And it's starting to show in other areas of your life. You know, it's not just your financial picture, but it's also the wholeness of your life. You know, you're feeling less stressed because you're getting your money on the right track. You know, you're sleeping better. You're able to buy, you know, healthier foods and take care of yourself. You know, all these things that really just kind of flow together once you kind of get your money picture in the right frame. Now, we also have the Fool here in the upright position, and this is a very good card because it means you're going to be starting some type of a brand new journey, a brand new project. And it also means too that you're willing to kind of step into that unknown. You're willing to see what shows up, and you're willing to kind of be comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So you're feeling more at ease with where you are, especially as it relates to work and your money, and you're okay not knowing everything. Now, as we started the month of March, not having all the answers was kind of causing you a little bit of concern. But if you stay patient and just trust that by the time you get towards the second half of March, you're going to feel really, really comfortable with just what you know so far, and that you're open to new ideas and, you know, new things that may show up for you. Now we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, and Devil in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that you are going to be getting some news and information as it relates to money. However, there's going to be a delay of some sort. This is probably going to happen roughly in that third week of March. So, you know, it's not going to be bad news. However, there will be some delayed news. We also have the Queen of Swords here in the reverse. And this is someone who, for whatever reason, does not really stay focused. Sometimes it's a little bit of, you know, instead of cutting away the unnecessary, which is what this energy means in the upright, sometimes it's having a lot of things going on at once. You know, and sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not so good, depending on who you are and what you got going on at the time. But just be careful and really try to stay focused as you move into that third week of March, because you don't want to get easily distracted, which can easily happen. Now, we also have the Eight of Swords here, and this is a card about removing mental blocks and eliminating self-limiting beliefs. Now, this is a very powerful card when it shows up in the reverse position, because it means that you are working on your mindset. It also means that you are letting go of things that do not serve you. Again, that is confirmed by the Devil card in the reverse. Now, the Devil card is all about unhealthy attachments, maybe having habits that just don't serve you. But because this is in the reverse position, that tells me that you are breaking free of any type of, bondages, limitations, addictions, unhealthy habits. You really are kind of working on your mindset, and you're getting your mental health strong so you can get your money game strong, so you can get your emotional wellness strong as well. You're really going to have some big breakthroughs as it relates to your spirituality, your emotional, your mental health, and it's all going to serve you very well when it comes to your finances. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2020? All right, Pisces, you've got it. I mean, I can't say anything more positive than what we've got showing up for you here. You're really going to close out the end of the month of March very strong. This is exciting. You've got it going on. We've got the Ace of Pentacles upright, King of Swords upright, Ace of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups upright, and then the Ten of Cups upright. One of the most powerful and most positive cards in the deck. But let's go ahead and start with the Ace of Pentacles here. You've got some new things coming your way. You've got opportunities. You're going to be presented with more than one opportunity, Pisces, to really step up your financial and your money game. I'm also seeing that this could be something that gives you a new opportunity for work, business, even, investing. You are going to have people actually seeking you out and saying, hey, we thought about you for this particular project. Are you interested? Or, hey, this is an opportunity. Would you like to talk further? You're really going to be experiencing that towards the end of March. I do see this going into April as well. So you're going to have a strong start to April. But as far as March goes, things are definitely flowing really well for you, Pisces. Now, we also have the King of Swords here. Now, the King of Swords is a very no-nonsense, no BS type of energy. He's all about, just really, really staying strong and really, really grounded in whatever it is that he's working and working towards. It's a very committed energy. Once you figure out exactly what direction you want to go, Pisces, you're going to be totally committed to the journey, and you're ready to really just kind of eliminate what's not working and really stay true to the goals that you have set for yourself. Now, we have the Ace of Swords here in the reverse position, and this tells me that something may not necessarily start, but it's not because of negativity. It's because you're saying yes to something else. So because you have lots of opportunities showing up for you here, when you say yes to something, you're going to have to say no to some other things. And so you probably will be kind of in that, I guess, circumstance where you're like, oh, I really want to pursue this project, but now that takes me away from this other project. Okay, so there will be some things not necessarily taking off, so to speak, but again, it's because you're going to be committed to something else. Now, the good thing is we have the Five of Cups here in the upright position, and the Five of Cups sometimes is a little bit of feeling maybe a little bit disappointed, or maybe a little bit sorry, or having some regret. And just know that you don't really have to, I guess you don't have to feel guilty, Pisces, because you do have a lot of positive things coming your way. And I know that something that a lot of Pisces struggle with is, sometimes they just have so many blessings and so many positive things happen that sometimes they feel guilty because those things aren't happening for someone else that they love or they care about. And so emotionally, that's something that you're going to have to learn to work through, and you're going to have to, realize that what is meant for you is meant for you. And you don't have to explain, justify, defend, or feel guilty because of it. And I do see that that could be something that you're dealing with towards the end of the month, because you do have a lot of, like I said, positive things coming your way. But I just want you to embrace it and really know that you deserve it, and that, you know, this is something you've been working towards, and this is something that is meant for you, okay? Now we do have the 10 of Cups here. Again, this is the ultimate joy, happiness, fulfillment card. So you're really going to be in a good place by the time March closes out, Pisces. You're going to have things definitely falling into place in the right way at the right time with the right people. You have a lot of things that you're working through as we move through the month. But like I said, by the end of March, it's just going to be ultimate contentment for you. And I'm getting the sense too that it's not just money related, you know, or finance related, although that is wonderful. It's also, it's almost like you're getting confirmation in other areas of your life as well, that you're on the right track, that you're moving in the right direction, and you're starting to get that positive feedback, and just knowing and feeling secure that you're doing the right thing for yourself right now. So overall, Pisces, you have a pretty good month. I mean, like I said, that first week of March, you may feel a little uncertainty, but as we move through the month, you're going to see things are going to start shifting. Things are going to start coming together, and you really have done a lot of the inner work, and that's part of the mastering the inner game, so to speak. And you really, really do that. You do that quite well, especially in that second half of March. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and end your reading with a pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is Spring. See your seeds grow. Interesting, because that's pretty much kind of the whole theme of this reading today. And it's interesting too, because we are moving into the spring season. But yes, Pisces, I definitely see that, you know, you're planting the seeds as we move throughout the month of March. And yes, you are going to start reaping the benefits of those seeds that you planted. Well, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me, and we will do it all again next month.